Okay, you guys, today we're going to take a look at Chapter 8, Lesson 5. Hey, my students often say to me, hey, Mr. Convery, why do you always start all the videos with, hey, you guys, today we're going to start Chapter 8, Lesson 5. I don't know, you guys. Maybe I'll change it up and say, hey, what up, YouTubers? Let's take a look at some math here. We got decon math, taking a look at lateral area of a cone and the surface area of a cone. All right, so hopefully you guys understand what lateral area is at this point. Lateral area is just the outside. So if we were to look at this cone right here, let me change colors. The lateral area is all the stuff that's around the outside here. So if I was to unwrap that, think of an ice cream that you get over at maybe Dairy Queen, and it's wrapped in the paper. So when we unwrap that paper, that's called the lateral area right there. If we were to put a top on that cone, a flat top, that would be the base area, and everything combined would be the surface area. Okay, easy enough. Let's go ahead and hit problem number 1. So in problem number 1, they are asking me to find the lateral area of the cone. So we're not going to figure out the entire surface area. So I will tell you this, you guys. Whoops, we got some green going on today. That the lateral area of that cone is going to be pi times the radius and times the length of the slant there. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that the lateral area is going to be 3.14 times the radius, and that's nice and easy that the radius is 5. And then the length of the slant is going to be 13, so we do times 13. Let's go ahead and multiply straight across, and when we do, our lateral area is going to be 204.1. We're doing millimeters here, you guys, so we'll say 204.1 millimeters. And since we're doing area, we're going to go ahead and square that answer. All right, I've said this in prior videos that if you don't have a pi key on your calculator, use 3.14. If you do have a pi key on your calculator, go ahead and hit the pi key, and it's going to give you a 3.1415926, and it's going to keep going. So what's going to happen is if you use the pi key, you're going to end up with an answer that's a little bit greater than this. All right, that's fine. Go ahead and put it in Alex and see if it accepts it. If it doesn't accept it, go ahead and try it with 3.14. All right. That is lateral area, and remember, we just figured out the kind of the surface area of just the outside. We did not include this bottom down here. So if we were going to include the bottom, we would just have to add in the area of that circle, and hopefully you guys remember that that is just pi r squared. Okay, so the next formula is going to look like this. It's going to say, hey, find the surface area, and you're going to have to find the lateral area. Then you're going to have to add in the area of the circle, and then you'll have the entire surface area. Okay, problem number 2, here we go. Find the surface area of the cone round to the nearest tenths. Okay, so surface area, you guys, this is going to be a long one. It's easy. We're going to take care of the lateral area, which is everything on the outside, and that's going to be pi times the radius times the length of the slant. And then we're going to have to add in the area of the bottom, which is just the area of a circle. So that's just going to be pi r squared. And now it's nice and easy, you guys. It's just filling in the blanks here. So we've got the surface area is going to be 3.14 times the radius, which is 6, times the length, which is 6.2. And then we're going to add in pi r squared, so that's going to be 3.14 times the radius squared. Okay, so 6 squared is going to give us a 36 when we get to that point. So our surface area, and we're going to do 3.14 times 6 times 6.2, and that's going to give me 116, so 116.808 plus Now be careful here, you guys. This is 6 squared is 36, so I'm going to do 3.14 times 36. That's going to go ahead and give me 113.04. And now I'm just going to add the two of those together. So my surface area is going to be 229.848. Now let's round that, right? 0.848, so that's just going to round to 0.8. And we're dealing in inches, so I'll say inches. We're dealing with the area, so I am just going to square that. Okay, really easy to do. All right, we got one more, and then we're done with 8-5. A teepee has a radius of 5 feet and a slant height of 12 feet. Find the lateral area of the teepee round to the nearest tenth. So basically the canvas. I guess canvas nowadays, probably back in the day, they were, maybe they were making those out of animal skin. I'm sure they were. Okay, so the lateral area here, you guys, we're just going to say that the lateral area is going to be pi times the radius times the length of the slant. And everything in this section here is really just kind of filling in the blanks. So pi 3.14 times the radius, and they tell us that the radius is 5. They tell us that the length of the slant is 12. So yeah, if you want to do this quick on your calculator, you know, 5 times 12 is 60. So you can just do 60 times 3.14, quick way to do it. And you're going to get 188.4. 188.4 feet. You're dealing with area, so you square it, right? Do you have to do 5 times 12 up here? No. You can do 3.14 times 5 times 12. You're going to get the same answer. Commutative property of multiplications. This order doesn't matter. 12 times 5 times 3.14. Any way you want to mix that up, that's fine. Okay, we are done with chapter, what is that, 8-5. Nice and easy, you guys. Good luck in your homework.